Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Examine why you may find a toxic woman attractive. Now, look, common sense says you shouldn't want to mess with a woman who's toxic. But, let's be real. We might not know that she's toxic when we first meet them. We might not know it. So, here's the thing. Okay, you meet her, she look good, she got whatever you like physically, you get with her, and you know what, she's just tearing you up. She's toxic. And then let's be real, a lot of men who deal with one toxic woman may deal with several. Here's the thing, whether it is several or it is just one, you have to examine why you found her attractive to begin with. Seriously, not that she was toxic. She was probably toxic and showed signs when you were checking her out. But why did you get with her? What was it within you that found her attractive to begin with? And I want y'all to think about that. Now, a common way is, man, she's physically attractive. She's physically attractive. Let's be real. Men go for the icons. Men go for the icons. That beautiful woman, and, women take advantage of that. But if it's just that, you gotta ask yourself, well, hold up. Why am I just going for the physical and not looking at her mental? How come I'm so busy. I want to get with that woman because she got those big breasts, snatched waist, and big old butt dump. Okay, why? Pretty face. Okay, why? Because quite frankly, a lot of the toxic women that I've either just encountered, not even been in a relationship with, but just encountered, oh yeah, always very attractive. But from the outside, you can see how toxic they are. Or, they in a relationship with good friends and you see it, right? But it's always that beauty, like she had a fat ass though. But you got to ask yourself, okay, what you find attractive? Okay, the physical part, okay, that's obvious. But let's be real. Once you get past being drawn to her, you still got to deal with that personality. So what was it within you that stuck with this woman who, though she looked good on the surface, you sticking through all of this stuff? Because I'm going to tell you what, I don't care how beautiful she is. If you putting her with a bunch of emotional abuse or just some terrible things, you got to say why. Now, is it because, oh, she's so fine and she's having sex with you? Hey, that's something to pay attention to. That's something to think about. Because there's a lot of guys going through some hell with some woman because that's, one, she's attractive, but two, she's the only woman that's going to have sex with them. Indeed, there's some women who are not so attractive who are bringing some hell to a guy, but that's the only woman who likes him and everything. That's something to think about. What is it about you that is going to be stuck on this woman who's bad? Because say what you want about a player deal, he might still get with that toxic woman, but when he see the problems, he's like, next. He's the one ghosting her. So you gotta ask yourself, okay, what is it within you? Is it the sex? Is it the beauty? And then the worst thing, this is the thing, because you can get past beauty after a while once you get used to it, right? And sex, well, I always give just a pure lust relationship a good 3 months before that lust runs out. But then what happens when you psychologically stand with that woman? And I'm gonna get into psychological later this week. What is it about it? What is it? What is it within you that's sticking with her? Like, it could be several reasons. Like I said, one could be you can't find anybody else. You have trouble connecting with women in general. So you finally connect with this one. You feel like, oh, I got to stay with her. You know what else? It could also be you have abandonment issues. Seriously, you got a lot of guys who have abandonment issues. So they will stay with some woman and put up with some stuff because she doesn't abandon them. She's still going to be there. Might be abusing them, but you know what? She's going to still be there. Some guys might stay with that woman because, she's toxic, but she gives him the illusion of control. When I say the illusion, like he's really running stuff, but like publicly, she might be like, yes, sir. But then behind closed doors, she's giving him hell. And she's fighting him every step of the way, but giving him the illusion that he's in control. Or some guys just on some victim thing. It's a masochistic thing. They might just want to be, they in there because for whatever reason, psychologically, they think it's normal that a woman is treating them that way. And those especially might need some mental health help. Like, go talk to a mental health professional. Seriously, it could be that, or it could be something in you that's just so superficial. You're only dealing with the superficial aspects. As long as she look good, all of that looks good to the public, but then there's no real connection otherwise. It's several things. But you have to look within yourself. That's the thing. As I said on this channel, I don't go in on women because I say, look, you got to look at yourself. If you're attracting a certain type of woman, you got to look at yourself. You have to look at yourself because there's something within you that's drawing that type of woman. Because really you need to develop yourself to the point that toxic women scared of you. That they keep their distance. They be like, oh no. And I've actually talked to some lady players, cold-blooded, and they just say certain type of guys, they just keep their distance from. You want that thing. That's what you want. But ultimately, though, like I said, it's not about the women. You have to ask yourself, okay, why are you dealing with this type of woman? Why are you in this situation? What is it with you? And you got to really be honest with yourself. You have to have that mirror talk. Shout out C Boogie. You got to have that mirror talk. It's like, hold up. I keep dealing with this type of woman, this situation. Okay, I ain't going to blame her. She's just there. She's just a manifestation of something within you. Because remember, in a relationship, she doesn't hold a gun to her head, to your head rather. She doesn't hold a gun to your head. You had to choose her. I always say women choose the men, but a man has to choose back. So you still had that power. So what made you choose that particular woman? And whatever it is, you got to look at it and say, hold up. I got to work on myself. Let me use the obvious thing, the beauty thing. Okay. Beauty's cool, but I'm going to tell you what, as you get older, more mature, you realize that's not everything. It's good, yeah, you look good in public, but what the heck? What good is it? If she ain't an asset, and I'm going to get into the asset thing in the next episode, or the next couch video. I want y'all to think about that. What is it that you even dealt with all of that? I want you to think about that, all right? So, anyway, right, examine, look into it, ask yourself, why are you even in this situation? And because you have the power, when you look at yourself, you actually have the power. You can't control another human being. Even with force, you really, truly can't control another human being, but you can control yourself. That's a part of being sovereign, all right? So that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.